how I made my track Tempest. That is Tempest laid out, and if you open the groups up, you'll see there's bass, drums, synth, effects, vocals. And let's start with the drums. So in this section, this is a separate drum group that I've got here, and this is just with Amen stuff in it. Love me a bit of Amen, and here we're just use of Amen fills. I don't really do any mixing to start with. I just roll off some bottom end maybe, and I save all of that for afterwards. I just want to get the idea of the track down first. So let's go to the other drum group. Kick, snare, shaker, flash hat, and here I've got a top loop. So when I layer them together, even though they sound rough, it's a good start. So let's move on to the bass. We've got some jungle wobbles, Reese's, some 808s. Now, you know me, I'm huge on intros and I love a bit of epicness. I wanted that 80s feel, very, very vintage. So for that acid line, I wanted to use Serum, which is my go-to for everything. And that is just another Reese that's layering these sounds on the top. And again, for these very vintage strings. So that is a sample that I manipulated. And when you put everything together, and then the last thing is my vocals. I've got some reggae samples. I've got a time stretch sample that I made using the Amigo plugin. And yeah, and there's just loads of different vocal cuts and stuff. I do spend a long time on the vocal, I'm not going to lie. But if you hear it in context, and again, super rough, but it all makes sense when it comes together. So that is the first stage of how I wrote Tempest. The second stage is where I start getting into EQing, heavy sculpting, adding plugins, distortion on the right things, compression, etc, etc, etc. Hope you enjoy it. Luv&Bass, your girl. Bye.